Hello, beautiful people of the internet. How are you doing today? My name is Jackie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm just going to be filming a really quick, chatty video talking about how my yearly reading goal is going. Hint, not well. So, since I first joined BookTube, I have been reading progressively more and more books every single year. I think the first year I was on BookTube in like 2018 or so, I only read like 45 books that year, and last year I read, I believe, 74. So that is a huge increase, and I made it my Goodreads reading challenge goal for this year to read 75 books. However, I don't think I'm going to do it. Currently, I am 6 books behind schedule. Yeah, it's not great. And you know, it's not the end of the world. Reading is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be a chore or a competition. And at the beginning of the year, I really didn't set that many goals for myself. I just said, you know, I'm going to read the books that I want to read. And every single month of the year, I've been behind on my goal. I think January just got off on the wrong foot because I did not read that many books that month. I did not read that many pages. I think I read just like a little bit over 1,000 pages that month, and I've just never recovered. The first month I wasn't able to keep up with the pace I needed to maintain to hit my goal, and I've never been able to recover from starting off on that note. Every single month of the year, looking at my Goodreads, it tells me I am behind for my goal. And that's never happened to me as long as I've been setting these Goodreads goals. I think last year there was a point where I was like 3 or 4 books ahead of schedule. And now this month I have hit a new low, being 6 books behind schedule for my reading goal. So far this month, I've only read 1 book. Yeah, the 1 book I read I didn't really like that much, and then I went to Disney World and I did not read a single page while I was in Disney World. So I'm trying to catch back up and complete my TBR, but yeah, 6 books behind schedule is just the farthest behind I've ever been in a year of already being really far behind. What do I think that's necessarily been different this year from previous years? I don't really know. I feel like maybe it's just because I've been trying to expand my horizons in life. I've been trying to go out more, meet more people, push myself out of my comfort zone. I've been working very hard at work. Maybe I'm just like reaching a point in my life where I'm not going to have as much time for reading as I did before. Also, I've been trying to get more steps, and reading is pretty much a stationary activity. You can try to listen to audiobooks. However, I'm not a huge audiobook lover. I think they're okay. I have listened to a few audiobooks this year, but by and large, I'm more of a visual person, so I do like the act of physically reading, which is something that is just not possible, for me at least, to do while also walking and getting steps. I know there's that scene in Pride and Prejudice where Elizabeth Bennet is reading a book while she takes a stroll, and like I wish I could do that, but I can't. I also think this month in particular, I've had a lot of things that I've been watching on TV, and obviously the more time I spend watching TV, the less time I am reading. It's fall, which means more TV shows are coming back on, and there are a lot of ones that I want to check out, so that is probably also cutting into my reading time. So I think at this point in the year, with only a few months left to go, I just need to accept that I'm not going to read 75 books, and I think that's just not a realistic goal anymore for myself at this point in time. So I'm going to change my Goodreads goal to probably 70, even if I change it to 70, I'm still behind, but I think I can recover from that, whereas I do not believe that I can recover from being 6 books behind schedule. I think that's just too much to ask of myself, and it's not going to happen. Obviously, I would have loved to read 75 books this year and continue to increase my total every year. However, I also have to be realistic, and I don't want to stress myself out because, like I said, reading is not a competition. It is supposed to be fun, and I don't want to put all this pressure on myself to make up this loss and force myself to read like 12 books in 1 month, because then it's not fun anymore. I want to read because I want to read, not because I feel like I have something to prove to anyone. And I have to be honest about what is best for me and realistic for me. I know for some people on BookTube, they can read 10, 15, 20 books a month because reading is just their #1 hobby. It's what they love to do all the time. They don't watch TV, they don't watch movies, they just read. They listen to audiobooks on their drive to work. That's like their life, and that's good if you can do that. I don't think I can. I want to read and also still do other things. Also, I work from home, so it's not like I could even listen to an audiobook on my commute, because my commute is just walking from my bed to the kitchen and then to the office. So that's it. I think 70 is probably a more achievable goal for me in these last few months of the year, and I am, now that I'm back home, going to try to finish my TBR for this month. It might be a little hard, but I do want to read all the books that I picked out, and I'm just gonna try to get back into the swing of things. I think going on vacation kind of interrupted my mindset. It was just a different day-to-day life, and I wasn't in the same headspace when I got back that I was when I left. I'm having a hard time getting back into the books that I was reading, getting back into the writing that I was doing, because I was just in a different environment, in a different mindset, and now I need to get back into my usual routine, basically. So another thing that I'm going to try to do with my remaining months of the year is read books that, for lack of a better term, don't require a lot of effort. I just want to read things that are maybe shorter, more fast-paced, and that are just going to be fun and easy for me to read. I was putting a bit of pressure on myself to finish the year out reading a lot of classics, because I really enjoy reading classics and I want to read them more often, but for the beginning of the year, I really did not read any of them. So I told myself, okay, this latter half of the year, I'm gonna read a bunch of classic novels. And that's great and all, but a classic novel, for me, takes a lot more time and a lot more brain power than another type of novel. And so I think I have to be a little more realistic and maybe just read a classic here or there, but it's not like I can't read one every month. I just don't think that's realistic for me. My plan going forward for the rest of 2022 is to read some shorter books. I was thinking maybe I could do a vlog reading the shortest books on my TBR just to knock a couple books out really quickly. I think I'm also just going to make sure to pick up books that I'm really in the mood for. And also, I want to read a lot of murder mysteries, because I love murder mysteries, and they are so easy for me to get through. I think murder mysteries are so easy and quick to read for me, because once I start one, I am so excited to figure out what the resolution is, and that excitement really propels me forward, where I can read the entire book in just a couple of days. Murder mysteries are also, generally speaking, on the shorter side compared to other genres. And I'm not disparaging the murder mystery when I say this, but I think it has easier language than other books, like, for instance, classics. That genre in general is something that I can read just to have fun and enjoy myself. And I think that's why they're so easy for me personally to read. I I also don't know if I'm going to do any readathons in the rest of the year. That might be putting a little bit too much pressure on myself. I might do one, maybe, but that's not going to be a huge priority for me right now, just because I think with how my life is going, it just wouldn't be a great choice for me personally. I don't think I need that on top of my monthly TBRs at this point. We'll see how it goes. Maybe if there's a murder mystery readathon, I might do that because I think that's something that's a little more realistic for my schedule. So I think that's pretty much it for this really quick update. I just gotta do what's best for me, and I want to make sure that reading books and making this channel is a fun activity for me. It's supposed to be a hobby and enjoyable. It's not supposed to be a competition or a chore or a responsibility. It's just supposed to be fun. And so from now on, I'm just going to do what I think would be fun and what would be fun for me. If you do have any recommendations for quick and fun murder mysteries, really good short books, or other books that you think would be easy for me to get through, do let me know in the comment section. I would really love to hear your recommendations. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me. I post new videos every Wednesday and Sunday. My social media links are down below if you want to follow me on Tumblr, Instagram, or be my friend on Goodreads. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a lively rest of your day. Bye, and I'll see you next time.